Vinod Khosla on Modern Work and the Future of AI, A Vision for Abundance by 2060. On July 3, 2025, Vinod Khosla, the co-founder of Sun Microsystems and a leading venture capitalist, shared a thought-provoking perspective on the nature of modern work during a public discourse. His remarks have sparked discussions across various platforms, highlighting a critical analysis of how economic structures shape our professional lives. Khosla's assertion that most modern work is a form of servitude reflects a growing concern regarding the meaning and purpose of labor in contemporary society. The nature of modern work. Khosla's critique centers on the idea that much of today's employment is not driven by passion or fulfillment but rather by sheer economic necessity. He describes this dynamic as survival disguised as work, suggesting that many individuals engage in jobs primarily to meet basic needs rather than to pursue personal or professional growth. According to Khosla, this predicament reduces meaningful work to a form of servitude where individuals are compelled to conform to the demands of the economy rather than following their aspirations. This perspective resonates with wider societal concerns about job satisfaction and the often monotonous nature of work in the current economic climate. Many workers find themselves trapped in roles that do not reflect their skills or passions, leading to a sense of alienation and dissatisfaction. Khosla's analysis brings to light the underlying issues of economic coercion that many face, positioning these struggles within the broader context of labor practices and societal expectations. The role of artificial intelligence. Khosla expresses a strong belief in the transformative potential of artificial intelligence (AI) to change the landscape of work fundamentally. He argues that advancements in AI will liberate individuals from the burdens of survival-oriented jobs, providing an opportunity to engage in pursuits that truly enhance their well-being. Instead of being consumed by the daily grind, people could focus on mastery of skills and finding deeper meaning in their lives. His vision anticipates a future where AI handles the majority of labor-intensive tasks, allowing humans to step back from the demands of traditional employment. This shift could lead to a society characterized by abundance, where individuals can explore creativity and personal growth without the constraints imposed by economic necessity. Khosla's confidence is evident in his prediction that by 2060, we could see a world transformed by AI where the traditional notions of work are fundamentally altered. A shared vision with Eric Schmidt. Khosla's thoughts align with those of Eric Schmidt, the former CEO of Google, who has also discussed the impending evolution of intelligence and its implications for society. Schmidt emphasizes that computers are nearing a point of self-improvement where they may no longer require human oversight. This development poses significant questions about the future roles of humans in the workforce and how society will adapt to these changes. Both Khosla and Schmidt highlight a critical juncture in the evolution of labor and intelligence, suggesting that we are on the cusp of a transformative era. Their insights underscore a shift from traditional employment to a future where AI plays a central role in productivity, potentially reshaping human existence and societal structures. The implications of abundance. Khosla's vision of a future characterized by abundance raises important questions about the implications for society. If AI indeed frees individuals from the necessity of survival work, how will society redefine success and fulfillment? The prospect of a world where labor is no longer a primary concern invites discussions about values, community, and personal identity. In this new landscape, individuals might pursue vocations that align more closely with their passions and interests, leading to a more engaged and fulfilled society. The focus could shift from economic output to quality of life, fostering environments that prioritize human connection, creativity, and personal development. Conclusion. Vinod Khosla's reflections on modern work and the potential of AI present a compelling narrative about the future of labor. By critiquing the current economic structures that often reduce work to a form of servitude, he invites us to consider how advancements in technology could lead to a more abundant and meaningful existence. As we approach 2060, the possibility of a society liberated from the constraints of traditional work raises profound questions about our roles, values, and aspirations as human beings. The dialogue initiated by Khosla and echoed by figures like Eric Schmidt could be foundational in shaping our understanding of work and intelligence in the coming decades. Their optimistic visions challenge us to rethink our relationship with labor and inspire a collective pursuit of a future filled with possibilities beyond mere survival. Vinod Khosla asserts that modern employment resembles servitude driven primarily by economic necessity. He describes this state as survival, where individuals engage in work not for passion or fulfillment but to meet basic needs. Khosla's perspective critiques the current labor landscape, suggesting that many are trapped in roles that do not provide meaningful engagement or satisfaction. Khosla envisions a future liberated from this economic servitude through advancements in artificial intelligence (AI). He predicts that by 2060 AI will significantly reduce the need for traditional labor, allowing individuals to dedicate time to pursuits that foster care, mastery, and a sense of meaning in life. He believes this shift will lead to a world characterized by abundance, fundamentally changing the relationship between work and personal fulfillment. This viewpoint is echoed by Eric Schmidt, former CEO of Google, who suggests that AI is on the cusp of a transformative evolution. Schmidt posits that computers may soon be capable of self-improvement, operating independently of human oversight. This advancement could result in machines surpassing human intelligence, leading to profound societal changes. Both Khosla and Schmidt highlight a pivotal transition in the future of work and intelligence. They suggest that as AI becomes more integrated into our lives, it will redefine human roles, allowing for greater exploration of creativity and personal development. Khosla emphasizes the implications for labor and fulfillment, while Schmidt focuses on the technical evolution of AI. The counterintuitive aspect of Khosla's assertion lies in his characterization of modern work as a form of servitude. Many view work as a means of personal expression and achievement. Khosla's framing challenges this notion, suggesting that the majority of work is not fulfilling but rather a necessity imposed by economic pressures. Additionally, his optimistic prediction that AI will resolve these challenges by 2060 contrasts sharply with prevalent fears about job displacement and the ethical implications of advanced AI. In summary, Khosla's and Schmidt's insights suggest we are on the brink of a transformative era in which AI will free individuals from the demands of survival-oriented work. This perspective offers a counterintuitive critique of contemporary labor while proposing a hopeful vision for the future where personal fulfillment becomes attainable for a broader swath of society. Vinod Khosla's perspective on modern work as a form of servitude is a striking commentary that challenges the prevailing notions of labor in contemporary society. He encapsulates the essence of what many workers experience today: a form of economic necessity that masquerades as meaningful employment. This concept is significant for several reasons, particularly in how it resonates with the lived experiences of individuals caught in the cycle of survival-driven jobs. Economic necessity versus meaningful work. Khosla's assertion that most modern work is essentially servitude underscores a critical issue. Many people engage in jobs primarily to meet their basic needs rather than to pursue their passions or contribute to society in a meaningful way. This viewpoint is significant because it highlights the psychological and emotional toll that such work can impose on individuals. When labor is perceived merely as a means of survival, it often leads to feelings of dissatisfaction, burnout, and a lack of fulfillment. Moreover, the implications of this perspective extend beyond individual well-being. Khosla's critique invites us to question the structural and systemic issues that perpetuate this cycle. It encourages a broader dialogue about the value placed on work in our society, challenging the capitalist framework that prioritizes profit over human fulfillment. This is particularly relevant in discussions around work-life balance, mental health, and the quest for purpose in one's career. The role of AI in transforming work. Khosla's optimism about artificial intelligence presents a potential solution to the problem he identifies. His prediction that AI will liberate individuals from the burdens of survival-oriented work is significant for several reasons. Firstly, it suggests a transformative shift in the nature of labor itself. If AI can automate the majority of tasks currently performed by humans, it could lead to a redefinition of work, allowing individuals to engage in activities that promote personal growth and well-being. This vision of a future characterized by abundance raises important questions about the distribution of wealth and resources. If AI can take over labor-intensive tasks, how will society ensure that the benefits of this technology are shared equitably? Khosla's forecast implies a need for new economic models that can adapt to a world where traditional employment is less central to individuals' lives. This is a crucial consideration as we look toward a future where AI plays an increasingly prominent role in our daily lives. The decoupling of intelligence and human control. The insights shared by Eric Schmidt about the decoupling of intelligence from human oversight add another layer of complexity to this discussion. Schmidt's assertion that computers are evolving towards self-improvement without human intervention suggests that we are on the brink of a paradigm shift in how intelligence is understood and utilized. This raises significant ethical considerations regarding the control and governance of AI technologies. As machines become capable of self-improvement and potentially surpass human intelligence, the implications for society are profound. It challenges the notion of human superiority in the workforce and invites a re-examination of what it means to be intelligent. The potential for AI to evolve independently could lead to scenarios that we are ill-prepared to navigate, necessitating urgent discussions around safety ethics and the future of human roles in a technologically advanced society. A future of care, mastery, and meaning. Khosla's vision for a future where individuals have more time for care, mastery, and meaningful pursuits is a hopeful outlook in an era often characterized by anxiety over job displacement and economic instability. This vision is significant because it aligns with a growing recognition of the importance of mental health, community, and personal fulfillment in the 21st century. As we move toward a future where AI takes on more responsibilities, the shift could allow people to focus on nurturing relationships, developing skills, and engaging in creative endeavors. Such a transformation could lead to a more compassionate and connected society where individuals are empowered to contribute to their communities in ways that are personally fulfilling and socially beneficial. Conclusion. Khosla's assertion that modern work often resembles servitude is a provocative and necessary critique of contemporary labor dynamics. His insights, coupled with Schmidt's perspectives on the evolution of AI, open the door to a future that could be radically different from our current reality. However, realizing this potential will require a collective effort to address the systemic issues that underpin our current understanding of work-wealth distribution and the role of technology in our lives. As we approach the timeline Khosla envisions, it is imperative to engage in thoughtful discussions about the ethical, economic, and social implications of these changes. By doing so, we can work towards a future that not only embraces technological advancements but also prioritizes human well-being, creativity, and fulfillment in a world increasingly driven by artificial intelligence. This is a conversation that must not only be had but also acted upon, as the stakes for society are incredibly high. The discussion surrounding Vinod Khosla's assertion that most modern work is akin to servitude and the potential role of AI in transforming this landscape presents several profound points for analysis. Here are 4 key points that warrant in-depth exploration. 1. Work as economic servitude. Khosla's characterization of modern work as a form of servitude raises critical questions about the nature of employment in contemporary society. He argues that many individuals engage in work not out of passion or fulfillment but due to economic necessity. This perspective suggests that the current labor market is structured in such a way that individuals feel compelled to accept jobs that may not align with their interests or values, leading to a sense of disillusionment and lack of purpose. Discussion points. Psychological impact. How does being in a job driven by survival rather than passion affect mental health and overall well-being? Cultural implications. What does this perspective say about societal values regarding work success and individual fulfillment? Reform needs. What systemic changes are necessary to shift from a survival-based employment model to one that encourages passion and fulfillment? 2. The role of AI in redefining work. Khosla's optimism about AI's potential to alleviate the burdens of survival-oriented work is particularly intriguing. He envisions a future where AI can handle labor-intensive tasks, freeing individuals to pursue more meaningful activities such as care mastery and personal development. This optimistic outlook suggests a radical transformation in the relationship between humans and work. Discussion points. Job displacement versus job creation. How will AI's rise impact the job market? Will it lead to more job losses than gains, or will new roles emerge that we cannot yet foresee? Social structures. How might society need to adapt to accommodate a population that potentially works less, or at least in different capacities? Equity and access. How can we ensure that the benefits of AI are equitably distributed? Will there be a risk of exacerbating existing inequalities? 3. Human roles in a post-work society. Khosla and Schmidt both hint at a future where human roles are fundamentally redefined due to advancements in AI. As machines potentially surpass human intelligence and capabilities, the question arises, what will be the new role of humans in society? Khosla's vision includes a shift toward pursuits that enhance personal fulfillment, but this also requires rethinking what it means to be productive and valuable in society. Discussion points. Identity and purpose. In a world where traditional work is diminished, how will individuals derive their sense of identity and purpose? Valuing non-traditional contributions. How can society recognize and value contributions that are not tied to economic productivity, such as caregiving, art, and community service? Education and skill development. What changes are necessary in education systems to prepare future generations for a landscape where traditional employment is not the norm? 4. Abundance by 2060, a critical examination. Khosla's prediction of a world of abundance by 2060 facilitated by AI invites critical examination. While the prospects of reduced work and increased leisure are appealing, it is essential to scrutinize the underlying assumptions of this vision. Discussion points. Technological optimism versus reality. Is it realistic to assume that technology will progress to such an extent that it resolves the issues of labor and provides abundance for all? What historical precedents can inform this discussion? Environmental and ethical considerations. How will the push for abundance interact with pressing global challenges such as climate change, resource allocation, and ethical AI use? Policy and governance. What policies will be necessary to manage the transition to this new society? How can governments ensure that the benefits of technological advancements are shared widely and do not lead to increased disparities? In conclusion, Khosla's provocative assertions about modern work and the transformative potential of AI open up a myriad of avenues for exploration. The interplay between economic necessity, the evolution of work, human roles, and the vision of abundance by 2060 presents a rich landscape of discussion that is not only relevant but essential for navigating the future of work and society. 1. The Luddites. Early 19th century England. The Luddites were a group of English textile workers who protested against the introduction of machinery that threatened their jobs. They viewed the mechanization of labor as a form of economic servitude where workers were displaced and reduced to low-paid laborers in factories, losing their crafts and livelihoods. This movement highlighted the tension between technological advancement and the preservation of meaningful work as workers sought to reclaim their autonomy and protect their traditional skills from being rendered obsolete by industrialization. 2. The Haymarket Affair. 1886 Chicago. The Haymarket Affair is a historical event that underscored the struggles of labor rights in the face of industrial capitalism. During a peaceful rally advocating for an 8-hour workday, a bomb was thrown, resulting in deaths and injuries that escalated tensions between workers and law enforcement. The aftermath led to a trial that symbolized the broader fight against economic oppression and the demand for fair labor practices. The incident highlighted the conflict between the need for economic survival through work and the desire for dignity and meaningful engagement in labor. 3. The Great Depression 1930s. United States. The Great Depression was a significant economic downturn that forced millions into unemployment and poverty, leading to widespread despair and a re-evaluation of work's role in society. Many individuals found themselves in servitude-like conditions, taking any job available just to survive. This period brought about a realization of the need for systemic change in labor practices and economic structures. The New Deal policies introduced by President Franklin D. Roosevelt aimed to provide relief and create jobs, reflecting a shift in understanding the relationship between work, economic necessity, and personal fulfillment. The era illustrated the impact of economic systems on individual lives and the struggle for a world where work could be more than just a means of survival. Vinod Khosla's perspective on the future of work presents a thought-provoking outlook that emphasizes the transformative potential of artificial intelligence (AI) in liberating humanity from the constraints of economic necessity. His assertion that much of modern work resembles servitude raises critical questions about the nature of labor in our current society. He characterizes contemporary employment as survival, a means to an end rather than a source of fulfillment or passion. This sentiment resonates with many who feel trapped in jobs driven by financial obligations rather than personal satisfaction. Khosla's optimism lies in the belief that AI will fundamentally alter this paradigm by automating routine tasks and, in essence, alleviating the burden of survival-driven work. He envisions a future where individuals can devote their time to pursuits that foster personal growth, creativity, and meaningful connections, activities that enrich the human experience rather than merely sustain it. By 2060, Khosla predicts a world characterized by abundance where the need for traditional forms of labor diminishes dramatically. This vision implies not only a significant reduction in the hours spent on work but also a shift in societal values toward what constitutes meaningful contributions. Supporting Khosla's predictions is Eric Schmidt, former CEO of Google, who highlights the rapid advancement of AI and its potential to evolve beyond human control. Schmidt suggests that computers are on the brink of self-improvement, a development that could lead to machines surpassing human intelligence. This evolution could fundamentally reshape the relationship between humans and technology, creating a future where AI not only assists but also innovates independently. The implications of these views are profound. If the predictions of Khosla and Schmidt come to fruition, society could experience a seismic shift in the structure of work and the role of individuals within it. With AI taking on labor-intensive tasks, people may find themselves with more time to engage in creative endeavors, caregiving, and the pursuit of mastery in various fields. This could lead to a renaissance of human potential where individuals re-examine their passions and contributions to society. However, this transition will not be without challenges. The displacement of traditional jobs raises questions about economic structures, social equity, and the distribution of resources in a world increasingly dominated by AI. Policymakers, educators, and business leaders will need to address the implications of this shift, ensuring that individuals are equipped with the skills necessary to thrive in a future where traditional employment is less prevalent. Lifelong learning and adaptability will become essential as people navigate a landscape where the nature of work is continuously evolving. Moreover, the ethical considerations surrounding AI development will play a crucial role in shaping this future. As AI systems become more autonomous, the questions of accountability, bias, and decision-making will require careful deliberation. Society must grapple with the implications of delegating critical tasks to machines, particularly in areas that affect human lives and well-being. In summary, Khosla's assertion that modern work often serves as a form of economic servitude reflects a critical examination of labor in contemporary society. His optimistic forecast for AI's role in reshaping work aligns with Schmidt's insights on the rapid advancement of intelligence, suggesting a future where human beings can pursue more meaningful and fulfilling lives liberated from the constraints of survival-driven employment. By 2060, we may witness a transformative era characterized by abundance, creativity, and a re-evaluation of what it means to contribute to society. However, to realize this vision, proactive measures will be necessary to address the challenges posed by technological advancements and ensure that the benefits of AI are equitably shared.